Hi there, I'm Annie. Welcome to your self-love or heart-opening flow. Hopefully this is well-timed, whether it's during February, a month where we celebrate love, or during any time when it's important to celebrate self-love. We're going to do a little bit of a heart-opening flow today, and hopefully that helps you cultivate some self-love. When you are ready, we're actually going to start standing. So come on up to standing, just find some space around you, whether you're on a mat or not. Take your palms to your chest. As you press the thumbs together, see if you can take them right in the middle of your sternum, or maybe even a little bit to the left so that you can feel your heartbeat. Roll your shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Take your eyes either downcast towards your fingertips, or maybe all the way closed if you feel comfortable. As you're rooting down through all four corners in the feet, a tiny softening in your knees, allow your breath to slow, your thoughts to settle. Allow yourself the next few moments to revel in self-love, knowing that life gets better when we accept ourselves for exactly who we are. Allow yourself to enjoy the feeling of being in your own body exactly as it is. Know that there is nothing that you need to change to be worthy of unconditional self-love. The more love that you can give to yourself, the more you have to share with others, which I know that is important to you. So take a couple of moments here, a couple of big, deep breaths to notice that heartbeat, to notice your thoughts. And then imagine, what would you say to yourself if you loved yourself unconditionally? Imagine you're saying that to yourself over and over during these next few moments. When you are ready, flutter your eyes open if they're not already. As you inhale, undo that clasp of your arms, reach your arms all the way up to a high mountain. At the top, hook your thumbs, pull the thumbs apart, open up your chest and look up a little bit, like you're cracking your heart open to the sky, to the day, to the potential of all the love you have within yourself for yourself. Take a big deep breath in, see if you can reach back just a little bit more. And on your exhale, like you're painting the sky, sweep the hands down, find your forward fold. Undo that clasp of the thumbs at the bottom, let your head just hang. You can certainly bend the knees side to side a little bit, settle in, shift your weight around, let the head hang heavy. And then on an inhale, find your halfway lift. Your fingertips can go to your shins, maybe a block or the mat. Exhale, re-release. Step your right foot back, your left foot back. Find downward facing dog. Take a couple moments here just to pedal it out, to bend the knees side to side, press the heels down one at a time. In positions like this where your head is down, whether that's in a forward fold, a downward facing dog, it's a really good opportunity to go inside, to go inward. Imagine, what will you say to yourself if you loved yourself unconditionally? Can you repeat that again? What would happen if you devoted each day to loving yourself just a little bit more? Something about yourself as is, your body, your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, exactly as is. Take a big deep breath in, your heels release just a little bit more in your downward facing dog on the exhale. When you are ready, gaze forward, your right foot steps between your palms, gently drop that left knee. Hook the thumbs again and reach that clasp all the way up. Send your weight a little bit forward, but without dumping forward, you're just leaning forward inch by inch. Gaze up if that feels okay. Take that clasp down, surround that right foot with your hands, step your left foot to join the right. Inhale is that halfway lift, flatten out the back so that when you exhale, you fold a little deeper, bend the knees, and roll all the way upright. At the top, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Do that hook of the thumbs, your little clasp, send it to your back bend. Inhale, reach that clasp up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold, left foot back, right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of moments, just a couple of breaths to settle in. Downward dog should be that pose that feels like it's familiar, not necessarily the most comfortable feeling in the world, but at least a spot where you've got a ritual, a movement, a sensation that feels familiar. When you're ready, step your left foot forward, drop the right knee, hook of the thumbs if that feels okay. And if that's starting to feel like a lot, your hands can stay down or palms on top of that front knee or front thigh rather instead. Otherwise, inhale, reach up, 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 open up the chest, big heart crack open. Exhale, send it down. Right foot joins the left last time here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Bend your knees, slowly roll all the way upright. Inhale is your high mountain. Hook the thumbs, last little back bend. Maybe you gaze up just a touch more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back, downward facing dog. Big breath in and all the way out. Next, inhale, roll forward to plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower all the way down with or without the assistance of your knees. Slide your hands just a touch forward and wide. Press through the hands, the tops of your feet, squeeze through your low back, and lift up to your cobra. Either a little or a lot. Drop the shoulders, open your chest and heart. Lower all the way back down. Curl your toes with strength through your core. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward between the palms. It might be one step. It might be a few. You might even use the right hand to assist your foot there. Your left foot plants to about 45 degrees with your hips square forward towards the front of your space. Inhale, reach up, land in your warrior one. Now release the shoulders away from the ears and find that big heart opening stretch. On an inhale, straighten the front leg, slowly sweep the hands down. Find a clasp of your palms behind you. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, rebend that front knee. Hinge forward. You might stop halfway and press the knuckles back. You might fold all the way, taking that right shoulder to the right thigh, your clasp up to the ceiling or the sky. Humble warrior. One more inhale here. On your exhale, sweep all the way up. Left arm comes over your ear and you'll land in warrior two. Pivot the feet a little bit so that that front heel intersects the back arch of the foot. Sink low. On an inhale, straighten the legs. Wrap your arms around you for a big self-hug. It should feel like a nice stretch for your back. You might even give yourself a little pat on the back for your self-love, for showing up for yourself today. Exhale, release. Reverse your warrior, right arm comes up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Low lunge, left hand down, right arm up for a little twist. Take that right hand down, downward facing dog. Inhale is that slow roll out to plank, top of your push-up. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat or to the ground. Slide your hands just a little forward and wide. Press up a little or a lot. Find your cobra with the emphasis on that heart opening stretch. Lower all the way back down. Curl your toes. Hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. When you are ready, that left foot slides forward. It might be one step. It might be a few. Your left foot lands between the palms. Before you come upright, right foot plants to 45 degrees. Make sure your hips are square forward, so you might need to pull that left one back a little bit. Think root to rise, reach up, warrior one. On an inhale, straighten the front leg, clasp your hands behind you, press the knuckles down. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Stop halfway or fold all the way to your humble warrior. Next, inhale, come upright, moving super slowly here. Right arm over your ear. Land in warrior two and set your stance first. So you might need to pivot the left foot a little bit to the left, the right toes a little bit more to the right. Settle in. Inhale, straighten that front leg, wrap your arms around you, find that self-hug, maybe a little tighter this time. Big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Flip that left palm, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame that front foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale is that slow roll out to plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Final cobra, inhale, press up and away from your floor, from your mat. On your exhale, send your hips high, reach your arms forward, find a puppy stretch. Hips go high, length through the side body, big breaths in and out. Start to slide your hands back, come up all the way to kneeling, and then curl the toes. Once you're there, find strength through your core. The right hand to the back of your low back, lean back a little bit. As you come upright, switch the hand, left back of the palm to your low back. See how that feels. If it feels good, doesn't feel like much, take the right hand back to your ankle, left arm up, and then reverse to the other side. So it's a little bit of a dancing camel, if you will, a little bit of a moving camel. If you've got camel in your practice, you know how that feels. Feel free to take both hands back to the ankles, open up your chest a little bit more, drop your head back, and really crack that heart open to the sky. Reconnect with those thoughts here. What would happen if you said to yourself that you love yourself every single day? What can you tell yourself right now that supports that unconditional love from within? Huge breath in, then using your core strength, come all the way back upright. Take a seat, slide your ankles to either side. Take your hands below your thighs just to assist yourself in rolling down to your mat or to your space. And then take your feet down to the mat. Take your arms on either sides of you. Press through the feet, squeeze through your glutes, lift up to a bridge position. This might be perfect. You might stay here, but if you want to crank it up a notch, clasp your palms underneath you, pull the shoulder blades together, lift your chest, lift your hips, squeeze the glutes, open up just a touch more. What would happen if you unconditionally loved yourself every day? Slowly start to release and come all the way out of that bridge. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Erase that back bend. Next time the knees are over to the right, hold them there. Open up your arms to goalpost, or if it's okay, you might even stack your palms and take them behind your head. Really opening up the heart. If you want a little bit more here, you might take the right ankle and the outer left thigh. And then if what you've got going on with the upper body is working, keep it. Your knees come through center and all the way over to the left. Same thing here. If you want a little bit more, you might cross that left ankle on the outer right thigh. Start to deepen your breath. Find some release. Melt down to the mat or to the ground. Release. Bring your knees into center. Grab below your thighs. Massage your spine by rocking north to south a little bit. When you are ready, rock and roll all the way up to seated. Cross your ankles at the top. On an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Press your palms and take that clasp right down to your heart. Do that one more time. On the inhale, fill up with all of that unconditional love. Grab it between your palms and seal it all into your body by drawing down to your heart. It was a pleasure to have you here. I hope you felt a little bit of self-love, and I hope that you can think to yourself each day, how can you support and love yourself?